Greetings, my name's Rich. This is Classic Games Redefined. We have a Mutator Monday here. Something I've been giving some thought to. I shot it before and realized it wouldn't quite capture what we're going for here. I'm going to take what I had as the ideas in that other video, bring it here. Anyhow, I want to discuss a Mutator which I'm calling Point Salad. We'll have a link below to a little bit, one or more links below. You'll see there. Relating to this issue, one of them is going to have to do with the issue of what point salad is. And the second one's going to do with applying in a tournament setup. Reason why we're picking chess out here, it seems to be something I lean on, but anyhow, for point salad is chess is not a point salad game. And I'll explain a little bit of what point salad is, at least applied in the context of Mutator. There's a type of Euro style game, which, as with Euros, there's non-player elimination, everything else, and players accumulate points. It's particularly noted for having a lot of paths or way to score points in it. So what that essence of that applied to point salad as a Mutator here is that you're taking a game like chess, which doesn't have any granularity in the scoring, and adding granularity to the scoring. You can do this by a single game, which we're going to show here, or you can do it across the tournament by adding different ways you can score to it, which I do. And you'll see Shatranj Extended Tournament Scoring as a link. And what we do there is that we can play multiple games, and rather than have the standard 1.5 for a tie, you add more granularity based upon you win. But let's show some things you could do if you want to give it point salad here. One thing that you can do, spaces on the board that are occupied, you could give, I don't know, like a point if you occupy that for each turn you would occupy. And you would play with the high score at the end. And you could add this in addition, using point salad to the regular checkmate of the enemy king. You could have like this here, and then a game goes in a draw. Person who would have a draw advantage normally without checkmate could be the one who has the most points. You could say you occupy middle squares here, like these here, it's worth points. If, say, you capture an enemy pawn, that would be worth 1 point. You could go capture an enemy knight, that's 3 points. Or if you're playing occupying the middle here, as far as scoring. Anyhow, we could play multiple categories too. Let's just go ahead. Let's say, for example, one of the categories you could score 10 points in is you score the most points for territory you occupy on the board. Capturing enemy pieces could be another one. And according to that, if you capture an enemy pawn, it's worth 1 point. Rook 5, knight, bishop 3, king doesn't matter, queen's 9, etc. You could also play with, like, you have a chess clock in here. Whoever has time control could score. Whoever has the most point in the clock by the time you hit a draw state would end up having so many points awarded. So what you do is you take attributes of chess here, and what you do is you just add scoring to it. So you have multiple points there. And you change the dynamics of the game from simply a checkmate to a place that if you're going to be realizing the game's towards a draw, you would end up trying to position yourself, try to grab as many points as you can. And that's what you're doing when you're trying to play a point salad Mutator. In other games would be different. Let's say checker, you could score points for the number of king pieces you promote on the board or something else. If you capture king pieces that way. Add different things here that relate to the way they play. One of the things that's complained about a point salad, as far as the Euro game goes and everything else, it can be somewhat random, but it doesn't have to be. You can have it coherently related to the strength of a way a game would work. For example, occupying the middle, knocking out certain pieces. And that's what you would do when you're applying a point salad Mutator to chess. You take a game that actually has no granularity and win conditions and apply a lot to it. Well, I'm going to ask you here, if you want to see tournament level, I'm going to have a link, it's on the Chess Forum website, to the Shatranj Extended Tournament Scoring sets. Check that link out. And also check any other information I put below in the description related to point salads. So you can get some ideas. So anyhow, that's about it here. So, okay, we're about done here. So, anyhow, feel free to post any comments below and etc. rate or whatever else and share. So, yeah, okay, that's it. I do want to thank you for watching, and may your die always roll 5.